family and friends of the 10 wedding guests killed in the Hunter Valley bus crash have faced the driver in a Newcastle court today. Brett Button. He is being sentenced on multiple charges, including dangerous driving causing death. He's pleaded guilty. He admitted he was affected by an opiate painkiller at the time. The three-day court hearing is expected to include victim statements from up to 60 people. The judge described the hearing as unprecedented.
Angus Craig is one of the 10 who died in the crash. His sister Georgia Poole addressed the court hearing via a video link and is with us now. Georgia, it must have been such a hard day for you. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I guess I started the day thinking I could distract myself and, keep busy. Yeah, I think I ended up taking the half a day off work and felt it was really important to call in for the whole afternoon and listen to all the really brave family and friends and partners of people that were lost that day.
Well, you were one of those brave people. You read your victim impact statement to the court today. What did you say to Brett Button?
I guess two parts. I spoke about how I was angry and am angry at both the system that allowed this to happen and also at the man that knowingly put people at risk and knowingly got behind the wheel, as you said. I also spoke about how sad I am, about how much Angus is missing out now and how much he will miss out in the future, how all of us have this grief that will never stop. A friend of mine once told me, or recently told me, that grief is like having a pocket full of rocks. It's just this weight that you never lose. It's always there. Sometimes you feel it, and then it feels lighter for a moment, and then you pat your hip, and yep, it's still there, and it's still weighing you down.
It's been a year since the crash. What life experiences have been stolen from Angus? What do you miss most about your brother?
So I've recently started a family, and having Angus miss out on the opportunity to be an uncle is definitely front of mind for me every day. I would have loved for him to grow up, well, for him to watch my son grow up, but also be able to start his own family. Like, he was just shy of 30 years old and it was just starting. And I think that's what's hit us all so much, that all 10 of these people were in the prime of their life. They had families, they had plans, and they, could have done so much.
One thing that you said that we were talking about before the show that really struck a chord with me is this throwaway term, how are you? We ask that all the time, how are you? And we sort of don't really mean it. And you said somewhere that those three words have been changed forever.
It is a bit of a chord in a conversation where, the how are you, or awkward, because when someone says, how are you, you have to decide whether to cringe and lie or get real with them. And it's not a throwaway comment anymore, because I don't think I realised when watching the news in the past, for instance, you hear about the loss of someone, and God, I didn't fully appreciate how much that loss has impacted so many people.
Georgia, you've had such an incredibly emotional year. We appreciate you making the time to talk to us, especially about your brother. Thank you.
Thanks.